So, what the heck? I don't want lip balm. Excuse me. We're gonna be reacting to Bad Baby, the interview with Camilla. Catherine exposes Austin McBroom cheating with 20 women. What? This just came out. Hold on, wait. Let's go back to the Liz situation. Hold on. I watched this. Wait, actually, no. No, we're gonna do what I said we were gonna do. Hold on, let me just see this real quick. Actually, no. It's okay. Never mind. I'm all over the place. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me go back to it. My mom just came home. Mom! Okay. We're with the interview now.
You know the...
Camilla, you gave her bad advice. That's all I have to say. Hopefully you guys can see this well. Let me check. Hold on. Okay, yeah, let's hope far it can go. Oh, I was like, wait, let me zoom in. Girl, bye. Okay.
You excited to be here? Girl power. I'm so excited. I know you guys have wanted this for a long time. If you know the drill and you've seen my podcast, we have these rink-a-dink ass flashcards. I didn't have time to do like the whole like shebang like I usually do, but you know, these will work. I'm gonna address the elephant in the room, and I'm gonna get the backstory. You ready? All right. Okay.
Crazy.
How did you and Bama become friends?
Okay, so I wanted to state this. I also, before we start, I want to state that this will be my last time publicly, privately addressing anything to do with this girl. I was just recently called obsessed by someone that claimed to be my own fan because she's not talking about the situation anymore. And I wasn't just propping my phone up and ranting about her. I was just replying to comments or when people would say stuff on my lives. The most recent thing was like I said something about our hair because somebody was saying with the blonde hair that I was copying her, and I just was like, you know, it's a psychological thing. Y'all just think of me when you see her, you think of me. So I was like, it's just a psychological thing. She can wear red or brown hair. I can wear blonde hair. We've both been doing that. And
I don't think she's obsessed with anybody. I think anybody can wear a type of hairstyle. That doesn't mean they're copying. It's really sad that two women are like competing in a sense. All I do have to say is I think she's obsessed with having the perfect family, even though that guy ruined his reputation. And yeah, like, I think she's obsessed with her man that treats her awful. But also, she's in an abusive relationship. Like, we should not be worrying about Alabama. We should not be making diss tracks about her. Like, yeah, she did wrong, but, like, let her get her karma.
It doesn't necessarily mean
yeah, like it's not one person compared
that's
to
crazy.
Like, it's just a general thing.
And that's one thing that I was like always saying something about was like the comparing, because it's like I've been alive for 22 years, never once woke up and seen a picture of her and said, oh, I want to do this because she's doing it. Very pretty girl, nothing physically wrong with her, but I just never did it.
That's
so
crazy.
I just don't think that should be being said.
You guys already seen this, so I'm just reacting
again.
again.
I do think that was like that was like very mature, right? That was like a very like broad, regular statement. It wasn't like an attack or anything, right?
People, let's get one thing straight.
But I'm obsessed.
No, you're not obsessed.
Because everyone in my fucking I was literally on live with my daughter in the pool. And people were like, you know, you were copying her with that.
What I think isn't mature is how this whole situation is being handled and the diss track. Even though it's a hit, you guys know I grew up in the Bad Baby era. I love her. I never heard about Alabama Barker or whatever her name is. I just think it's sad. Girl, bye.
Hair, and I was like,
social media is always going.
I'm like dying in the back.
Okay, it's almost like a telenovela, right? Like it's like a reality TV show to them.
Girl, bye.
The viewers so we, all of us, like all three of us, are just an unobtainable thing. Like, we are not going to ever be like the common friend to them. So like for them, seeing you is their reality TV. Reality TV, there's drama. They want something to spark. They're going to continue to try and ride this story out for the next 5 years. I'm with you. I'm done talking about it.
Because it's like, if I'm obsessed, then why I could post a picture of a fucking
unicorn
black wall and they're gonna say something,
That's
whether
crazy.
it's you're better than her or something
That's
negative
sad.
towards me about her. It's like, but I'm the one, like, I am a very defensive person. Like, I do it with my family, I do it with my friends, I do it on the internet. That is just me. It's a shitty fucking quality to have as a famous person because you're supposed to not say anything.
I
not
told you
reply
I
to
was-
comments, not this, not that. And it's not that
I told
be
you I'd
hurt
react.
or that I'd be upset. It's more that I'd be like,
I already told my mom
let
about
me
this.
check you real quick and make you feel dumb. That's what it.
I'm the same
That's
way.
why it's so weird to me. Like, but people don't see that. They just see, she's mad. We got her mad, or she's obsessed. Like,
yeah, and I'm gonna be honest. It's
I don't
not like
blame
that.
her.
Like, I know this was a very like personal
it's
situation.
just a
that
quality I have, and I do
Yeah.
it with everything. It's like, okay, you see me saying something about her, but I'm still addressing shit from 1894 too. Like,
You're addressing Christopher Columbus.
like
He's
My
addressing.
mom.
I'm still trying to figure out when he sailed the ocean blue. It's
He's
like.
trying to fact check when the fuck that happened. Because did it happen? I feel you.
I'm mad my mom watches you guys.
You
It's
do,
crazy.
It'll always be negative.
It's like they're just grasping this
That's
one
all
thing
it's-
I'm doing when I'm doing it with 35 other things too. It's like, it's not that. I'm just a very
Guys, I love her, but
especially with
too much.
that. I have way more stories to tell, way more things I haven't said.
And I wish you would.
It's like, and first of all, bitch, you talked about my kid. You think I'm ever gonna be done?
yeah.
Period.
I mean, I
Like,
don't personally know what that.
And then people want
feels
to
like.
say, oh, you talked about her family, she talked about yours. I talked about grown ass adults.
No, to be fair, I talked about her family. I talked about her mother.
I talked about adults. You
Yeah,
talked
I mean,
about
a child. I see what you're saying. I see the comparison.
a child that wasn't
Yeah.
even one yet,
Yeah, I understand.
that can't even talk.
Yeah, that's
Or
messed
defend
up.
herself. So
And
back.
then what she
You
said
don't talk
was
about
so
people's
crazy.
children,
Like,
period.
Which part?
she said, fuck it for a bag. Now you hear Callie. Like,
That's
what do you
crazy.
think he was doing with you?
Talking about Levon.
Yeah.
I actually don't even know like the true.
over here with Serena.
Let's go back. Okay, like let's take this all the way back. The reason I got involved, okay, is because the clips were going viral, the TMZ article, and I was like, oh, this is crazy, you know? Someone commented under my TikTok and was like, yo, you should add Bama to the Bop House. And let me tell you why they said that. The Bop House is known, you know, like, basically, to not sugarcoat it, a bunch of whores in a house. Okay, so they were like, yo, it was a diss at
They were
Bama.
being funny.
They were
Okay,
trying to be
yeah,
funny,
they were
right?
funny.
My
So
mom.
I was trying to
would
be
never.
like, it was a funny thing for me. I was like, yo, like, I'm not with the home wrecking shit.
Yeah.
She saw it. Me, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a CEO. I'm that bitch when it comes to making my bag. I'm gonna make my bag. Okay, like, I saw it as an opportunity. I was like,
That's
yo,
crazy.
bet. And then I started digging. And then the second I opened my mouth about the situation, it was many other women, it was many other things. It was not just one story. I'm not saying your story wasn't horrible, right? But it's not like, I don't want people like me and you weren't friends or weren't speaking before this situation.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I was standing up for my best friend. Like, it was just like, hey, this is a situation that's genuinely
the
wrong.
principle, yeah.
It's a genuinely wrong situation regardless of how it's spinned. So let me just make a quick joke.
They were being funny. You were being funny.
I was being
wasn't
funny.
even nothing.
It wasn't even nothing serious until it got serious, and until she brought up the fact that I was this porn star, right? Like, I was this like disgusting whore prostitute. Like, she would rather be a nepo baby than an OF baby, which is like cool.
What
She
even
was
is
posting
that?
naked pictures, posting shit worse than we would post for free, and we were making
I just
money
thought it
from.
was.
Hey guys, do you like Disney Plus?
And
or
we were
TV
making
shows
money
like
from
Stranger
it.
Things? How would
Guys.
you like to be on one?
Stop being nasty on the internet.
Be
Period.
one of the first 200 people.
I don't know why
to
we're
download
comparing.
one.
I really did, and I understand she was upset. I understand. I understand my position in the sense of I could have just shut the fuck up and kept it pushing, but
I don't
for
even
me,
know how
you
she's
like, It was a
involved.
marketing strategy and it worked as far as like. But at the end of the day, like it was a fucked up situation. The more that came out about it, the more, because I feel like you weren't even really talking about it until you saw I got pressed and you were like, oh, bet, like she's now gonna say something. Like, let me just hop on it too. But I want to go back to like, you guys were once friends, and before the cameras were on, she was saying like, it wasn't even like a friend. It was like that's someone that you said you considered to be like
she
a
was
little
like
sister.
a little sister. Like, okay, so
That's sad.
I want people to understand that she is going to try to downplay it as much as humanly possible because of what she did. Like, even though, oh, we weren't even friends like that. Oh, we weren't. If it was even just Instagram friends,
do
you
that.
still shouldn't have done me like that.
It's a common
It doesn't
principle.
even
If you know
matter.
a woman has a man, you
Beyond,
don't do that.
yes,
Yeah.
that's what I was about to say. Beyond it being her friend, you don't do that to a woman that is with a man. Point blank.
But
period.
also-
it being your friend makes it like
Hold on.
45 times worse.
But then if it's your man that does that and it's with a friend, that makes it a billion times worse. Why isn't there any accountability from her boyfriend? From your baby daddy, the guy that you had a kid with. Why is it all on Alabama though? That's crazy. Oh my god, my stupid nails. Sorry, my bad.
But what I was telling Camilla was, it's like way worse because this girl was like a little sister to me. Like,
And that guy was your
I
boyfriend.
don't consider many people my friends. So it was like,
It hurt a little more. It was
Obviously, it's gonna
and
hurt.
No, don't get me wrong. I'm not the we weren't like hang out every day. Like,
I don't think
we
you're that type
weren't.
of person anyway to
Exactly,
hang out
I was
with
just
you
gonna
don't
say
hang out
that.
with anybody every day.
I'm not that type of person. Like,
Dude, she keeps on, like, interrupting
I
her.
text, I call, I hang out,
Like
whatever.
Camilla,
but it's not
girl
like an
bye.
everyday thing with me. Even with my closest of friends, the most time I spend is probably with my daughter and my boyfriend. Like, cause they live in my house. I have no choice. Like, you know, like. It's not that kind. Like, I'm literally the type of person that like chill in my room all day.
Same.
I don't really be outside. So she could downplay it saying like, oh, we weren't everyday friends, but it's like, bitch, I've never been everyday friends with anybody in my life. So whatever. But I don't consider many people my friends. I
Real.
considered her out of all people. I considered her a close friend at that. Like, we would tell each other our business, like,
Friend stuff.
you know.
And did you ever
Makes sense.
perfectly into like do you think she was a true friend or did you have any doubts about her at all? Like did you have doubts given did she have a pattern?
I remember one time I told her like, oh, you should talk to this boy.
And this is what I was talking about
And
the
then,
last
like,
time.
I remember a couple days later, she asked me to hit him up for her. And then a couple days later, I called her and I was like, girl, he got a girlfriend. And she was like, so? And I was with my friend Talon, and we looked at each other like, and we tried to, like, explain to her, like, you know, like, that's not cute. Like, we don't do stuff like that. And then it was funny because later on,
It shouldn't have been funny. See, that should have been a red flag. If your friend acts like that, what makes you think they're not going to treat you like that?
when I was going back and forth with her, she tried to tell me
So you
that,
went back and forth about it.
bro, we used to all be on group FaceTime. Like,
Oh wow.
like me, her, and Levon. Yeah. So I was like, okay. So back to that. I was trying to I would try to like advise her. Like, I remember her coming to me telling me all these stories about all these older guys she was sleeping with, and it was like back to back, and it was like 3 in one day, and it was like I just used to be so like upset by it. Like, it wasn't.
So as a friend it would consume you. Like you'd be like what like as a friend you're trying to help her and be like, hey, like what why are you doing this? Like this was like you were constantly upset about things she was doing because you didn't feel it was right before any of this happened.
It used to just, like, cause I done been there, done that. Yes, I slept with older guys when I was younger, whatever. But like, just I one thing I'll say about myself is I was always nothing makes it right, but I was always more mature for my age. I could hold an adult conversation. I would like, you know, you'd get around me and forget I was my age.
Mm-hmm.
So for her, she acts younger than what she is. So it just makes it.
What's that?
None of y'all seem mature.
It's like, ugh, like,
But that's just a difference in personality.
it's like,
Maybe a difference in how you guys were raised.
exactly.
Because I'm gonna say this, and I truly like believe this. Like, and you said it even earlier. Like, she's genuinely beautiful. Like she's
Duh.
not like an
Yes,
ugly,
like,
she's absolutely
She's pretty.
They're all pretty. I don't know why that's a conversation.
Yes,
Or
even when
topic.
she takes off her makeup,
Yeah,
she's
she is,
pretty.
and that's one thing I cannot say. Like,
But
she's
that's
not,
what confuses me is like,
she's beautiful.
why does she? What is this girl is trying to cover up so many things, and she's
Danielle, you're trying to cover up so many things. You're so pretty, so why are you putting up with that behavior? Why are you letting a man cheat on you and punch you and you stay with him? Just because y'all have a kid? That's not your job to fix somebody who did that to you. Like, I don't understand. Like, why do you want to keep that man in your household? He could potentially be... No, he is a danger to you and your kid. The heck?
kind of like within herself. It's like, and then she tries to find herself through other people. I think she just sits there and thinks, she looks at like all, like when I think of it, I have like a very creative, imaginative mind, and I just see her in front of a wall with all these pictures of all these different girls, and like, oh, if I had this from them, and if I had this from them, and if I had this from them, and I'd be perfect. Like,
That's really sad, though.
It
It
okay,
is.
I'm gonna tell you a story, and I don't even think I told LB this. I was on ecstasy with Talon and some other friends, and she came up in conversation, and
Don't do drugs,
one of the
kids.
boys I was with, he was like, you know,
That's
she
sad.
tried to talk to me, and I almost went for it, and I didn't know her age, and as soon as somebody told me her age, I was like creeped out. I like couldn't sit with myself for a second, like. And he was like, thank God I never did anything with her, and never even met up with her. And the conversation just, I wasn't telling her business or anything, but like the conversation just got so deep, I started to cry about her. Because I was just like,
It's sad.
it is, it's like, it's really sad.
Yeah.
And I just feel like,
Because it, sorry, it made me cry. Because it hits deeper because you have a daughter.
yeah, it's just like she's got,
But it's sad because she doesn't even care about herself. Like, what? Like, yeah, Alabama Barker, she has a lot of growing to do. That was messed up that she involved herself with a man that has a girlfriend and that they have a kid together. But at the end of the day, who did that? Alabama and that guy, her boyfriend. That's what she's failing to realize.
to be looking for something.
Like, it's empty.
And a part of me almost wishes that she would have asked me for help rather than to think she was going to find it in the ways that she did,
Right.
especially to me.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I'm dead, not the ads. Girl, bye.
And I totally hear you. I think even like for myself too, like in us specifically, like working in the industry and like having a relationship, like you are constantly comparing yourself. At least me. Like I can speak for myself.
Yeah.
Like, there are a lot of things I'm insecure about. You know, like you look at these beautiful women, you know, and you realize like, damn, like I do wish I had a fatter ass, or you know, like maybe like this industry really fucks with your head. And
Okay, pause. I think everyone is beautiful. Don't ever compare yourself to people. God created you uniquely. And that's the issue. These people do not have... They're not spiritually aligned enough, you know? That's why they're comparing themselves.
promise you, like, I struggle with it. So, like, I can't imagine, like, she comes from, like, a very wealthy family. She's, Bama, this one thing I'll say, like, bitch, you're beautiful. Like, you are beautiful. And, like, this is, like, girl to girl. Like, I understand what it's like to,
Why didn't they bring her on the podcast?
like, constantly compare yourself
But
to
you have to
people
remember,
around you.
she didn't have her mom in-house.
I actually don't know Bama's story.
Yeah, she didn't have her mom in-house, so I mean, I don't know exactly her relationship with her mother.
And I just have to say, I already watched this interview, but the way she's acting, like, I just feel like she's on drugs. I don't know why. Like, she keeps repeating stuff. And, like, yeah, I think I saw her vaping, but, like, I don't know. She's just, like, not there.
But I just know that, Travis raised her. Every time I've never met her mother. Every time I was around, she never really spoke of her mother. And, like, if I'm around somebody, they see me call my mom at least 4 or 6 times in 1 hour.
I'm really close to my family.
So, like,
I think it was just you maybe saw the side of yourself when you were like a little damaged.
yes, hell yeah, like, bro.
So you just see,
the
you're
first
looking at her doing
time,
this, you're like, damn, like I want to like reach out, I want to help you, I want to.
Damn, she won't even let her
the first time I
speak.
hung out with her one-on-one, I literally like pep talked myself on like what I was gonna say to her to try to get through to her, but to not scare her, because I didn't want her to think I was overstepping, but I also wanted her to like hear me.
Truly hear you, not just have to go one ear out the other.
But I kind of also knew it was going to be like talking to myself at that age, and it was going to go in one ear and out the other, and she was going to still do what she wanted to do. But I just hoped that one day she'd hear my voice in the background and like...
And it might stop her from something.
It might like stop her from something or resonate with her in that moment. But...
And do you think, and you can tell me if this is too personal, but do you think sleeping with older men at such a young age can it be traumatizing?
It definitely can be. Like, I look
Why are you even
back
asking
now
that?
and
Bye-bye.
it's like at first it's like it's cool and it's something to do, and then when you get older you look at
Because your mom didn't take care of you.
Like what you did was fucking nasty.
Your mom wasn't there for you, Danielle.
I'll be honest, all the situations I was in was like super manipulative, controlling.
Because your mom wasn't there for you,
Like,
so how
it
do you
wasn't
say you're
just
close
like,
with your mom?
I met this man on fucking the street and fucked them and that was it. Like, no, I had real relationships with these people.
And you weren't protected. I feel
it
so
was
sorry
like-
for her.
I don't want to...
They might have like abused the fact that you were getting famous really young.
No, and that she was young.
You were probably famous.
This has been going on since before I was famous.
Pobrecita, she's
And
a
you got famous,
victim.
what, 14?
13.
Jesus Christ, Danielle.
Yeah.
Jesus. Ew.
I think she needs therapy, you
I'm
guys.
so sorry.
Thank God I was never in like I've been
For real.
what I consider molested before, probably.
Yeah, and then when she started talking about that, I started crying. That is so
somewhere
sad.
under 10 times.
That is so sad.
And
I hope she heals.
And I can say, this is a topic that's, very vulnerable for me is domestic violence.
I don't
and,
even think I want to hear that.
just
It
women being
traumatizes
abused
me.
in general, whether that's mentally, physically, or whatever. There's such a picture that people paint about, molested and being abused sexually, and it's
Yeah,
this
she needs a
really
new
horrific
therapist then.
image. And it's not like that.
not like
It
that
is
at
not
all.
like that at all.
I'm gonna fast forward
I've
this.
never been tied up in such silence and such. It can move
Oh, wait.
It's almost like unfortunately, there's a pattern. It's the trust comes first, and then it's low-key grooming, and then it's even if you're actively, you can still, even if it's
This
someone you know,
low-key-
it can still be wrong.
Hold on. This low-key triggers me, but if anyone's a victim out there, just know that you're heard, you're loved, you're seen. And even though some people never get justice, God will give you justice. And I honestly hope she heals from this trauma. It's very upsetting that close people did that to her. And now we can see kind of how she grew up and why she's the way she is, and people that are victims, they usually tend to stay with people who abuse them. And it's just her boyfriend is another form of that abuse, to be honest.
It goes from, oh, I'm special. They'll break the law
Hold
for
on.
me. And then as you get older, it's like, oh, what the fuck? You weren't special. You were just easy. You were just easy to manipulate. You were an easy catch. You were fresh. These men look at these young girls oh, I'm probably going to take her virginity. They want some, easy, fresh meat. It's not that you're special. It's really not. It's because these older women aren't going to go for their bullshit. And these older women aren't going to give it up that easy. And they know just because of their age, you're going to think it's something special going on. And it's literally not that at all. It's literally not.
Did you think you would be in the position you were in at her age?
What do you mean?
If you were her right now, how would you have thought about this? If you were her and you had to sit back and think about how you were thinking when you were.
Oh, babe, I was her one time.
I was her. I was her one time.
One place. Headway.
No, but it's just kind of confusing because it's how can you say that like you felt like that was you when you were young, but if you already knew that you felt like that was you when you were young, how come you didn't keep your boundaries away from her? Like if she like I don't know, and the fact that she literally when she was trying to get with someone and you called that guy and he was like, "Oh, I have a girlfriend." And she was like, "Oh, who cares?" Why didn't you step back from her?
And you got here.
I was her one time, and I kind of looked
So
at
maybe
it.
she'll be like, wow.
I kind of looked at it when it got brought to me as like my karma in a way, and that's why it was more of like an easy way for me to get over it.
It's not your karma though. You didn't deserve this. You didn't deserve for your boyfriend, your baby daddy to cheat on you when you had cancer. That's what I read in the comments. Again, like I said, I didn't know she went through cancer. Like that's just so sad. No one deserved that. Exactly.
But it was like I was like being super, super, super manipulated, and like the guy would tell me because
I'm gonna go blow my nose.
so
Hold on.
I did not know the means of like relationships at the time. I thought everybody used to cheat.
No.
I really used to think that, like, growing up, like, I thought, because that's just, like, what I seen.
That was your normal.
But in a way, it wasn't her normal. Like, I don't even... I think everyone thinks that everyone cheats. Like, yeah, some real love does exist, but look at everything that's happening. Of course, people do cheat. The cheating, the cheating rates are going up and beyond, to be honest, at this point. So I don't see why I see why she would have thought that everyone cheats, because people do cheat. People cheat all the time. I think that's always something in the back of everyone's head is cheating.
So, yes, I was a side bitch one time. I was 16, and when I first was talking to him, I didn't know the means of relationships, and I didn't know the means of his relationship. And he basically started telling me, like, if you don't continue to see me, I'm going to basically tell everybody about what you're doing. And I didn't think about, I was so stupid. I didn't think about it like, oh, if he told that
I would make him look fucking dumb.
Yeah,
right.
So he would have never did it.
Yeah.
But in the moment, I was like really scared. So this went on for probably like 6 months, and then I like fished my way out of it. Like, but yeah, it was like, I'm not gonna say it wasn't on purpose, like, but when I first met him, I didn't know that he had a girlfriend.
And
Did you
that
feelings for him?
Yeah.
obviously she had feelings for him. I feel like Camilla acted so stupid in this interview, and like I love them both, but like Camilla, come on, like for real, for real. I feel like she kept interrupting her, but not even that. Like Camilla, you didn't even ask the good questions. I feel like she was so scared because at the time of this interview, her boyfriend was in the room with her, so like she can't really confront. I think that's why she was over here saying, "Oh, I'm happy for your relationship." You guys will see right now. Hold on.
And like, it became like a casual, like,
It was normal. It became normal.
yeah.
Also, I don't even know why she's talking about this situation. When you're 16, obviously you should know better, but then at the same time, like, you're still growing, you're still learning, and technically that's not even a real, like, valid relationship. You know what I mean? Like, it was on, I don't know.
Like, it
So you think-
I never seen myself with this man. I never... he would never talk to me about his girlfriend. It was just like, it wasn't like a real side bitch situation. You know, men
So
be
then-
taking their side bitch to a shop for their girlfriend and shit. Like, it was never, ever,
He never
nothing
made
like that.
he never made his relationship real to you. So to you, it was just like maybe it's not that serious.
Yeah, basically. And I was so young that, like, but by the time I was 18, I knew better. I want to put that out there. Like, I was 16. I wasn't fucking 18, 19. Like,
Alabama's
16.
19.
And this
She should
wasn't
know
a
better.
reoccurring thing with me. This happened one fucking time in my life. One time. And you have to understand the circumstances of it. And I didn't fucking taunt the girl. I didn't try to take him from her. the whole 6 months, I was trying to figure out a way to get away from him and
Without being publicly shameful. Okay.
without ruining his situation and without ruining mine.
But you knew deep down it was wrong.
Yes, 100%, 100%. But it like that, like the thing. I looked at it as my karma, and there was also a lot of other things to the situation that people want to ask me why I stayed with him and you should have left him. He never started loving you.
Wait, you're talking about Levon?
Yeah, like he's doing this and he's doing that. All these things people say, and it's like you have to understand that every situation is circumstantial
And it's complex.
like.
Cheating and punching someone is complex? Camilla, you stupid. Shame on you.
Can I just say,
How do you... Guys, obviously we know... Sorry, I'm pausing on an ad. But obviously we know that Danielle is in a place of delulu. And Camilla's the only one that can, like, kind of get through to her in this podcast. And it's like, why are you lying to her? You guys will see right now. Hold on.
outside looking in, it's easy to look at you in your situation and be like, you should have fucking left him. What are you doing with him? Like, what the fuck? Like, and I can say, like, that's the general public's opinion.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and say everyone, like, no one thinks you and Levon should be together. Like, it is what it is.
Even you, Camilla, you know it too.
No one knows the true what happens inside your house. No one knows the way.
And I tell people that.
No one knows, he's the father of your child. Like,
Right.
that's a human that you.
He's the father of your child, yet he punched the mother of his child and he cheated on the mother of his child. What do we not understand here?
You guys are meant to be raising together you're raising a woman. You're supposed to be raising a woman to walk on this earth and be independent as herself, and like your relationship is not perfect. There are things that you do that probably aren't incredible, that he's done not incredible. It's easy to judge outside looking in,
like
but you
people-
do see how
Abuse?
they could see that, right?
100, yes, of course. But I try to explain to people, like, you're just on the internet. You see me through a piece of fucking glass and metal. You're not in my house. You're not around. You've probably never even met us before. Like, we've never had nobody hang out with us and like ditch hanging out with us again. Like, everybody always wants to hang out with us again. Everyone wants to come to Danielle LV's house. Everybody wants to be around us. Like, if we were like just trying to murder each other and cheat on each other every 3 seconds, don't you think like people wouldn't want to be around us?
I mean, yeah, but it's still the principle of like, if me and you hung out all the time, and I saw you treating him a certain type of way, and I saw him treating you, I, as a woman, I can't. Like, if I knew about it, if you called me as your best friend and you're sobbing.
Right, and people don't do that. That's the point I'm trying to make. People don't do that. That's why it's like...
People don't do that, Danielle. People didn't call you up when he did that to you, when he cheated on you, when he punched you. You need better people in your circle. What the heck is that? You're gonna end up dead.
Our own friends and family love us together and know we'll never leave each other, know how deep our relationship is.
That's
Why?
crazy.
They're fine with us being together. Why am I listening?
Because they suck.
Like, you
You don't need to explain yourself to the public. Like, let the people say what they have to say. Do it. You need to do what makes you happy.
This is lame.
I know,
Not gonna lie.
but at the end
All right,
of the
then
day-
head out.
At
Bye.
the end of the day, do what you do. What
I'ma do what I wanna do.
I am so happy that
I
did
wanted
him
to talk
because
about
I would
this.
Never find what I have with him in anybody else, and it's gotten so much better. It's like a whole different ball game.
This is like the most saddest thing ever, because she literally thinks that she'll never find a man that will treat her like him. And it's like, babes, you're not missing out on anything. This man literally punched you and cheated on you, and you think you won't find better? Guys, she needs a new therapist.
And it's like, I
That's
always
crazy.
think about it like, damn, if I would have left, I'd be missing out on this.
But then it's also like the opposite end of the things could be like, what happens if, like, it's not even about you leaving him. What if it's the other way around? Like, it's just, I want you to be
Damn
happy.
it, my phone's gonna
I want
die.
you to feel loved. I want your daughter to feel loved. I don't.
And she's not feeling loved. Like, I'm so pissed at Camilla because why aren't you telling her the truth? Why are we over here sitting here and sugarcoating everything? That's crazy. That's crazy, bruh. Hold on, wait. Let me get my... I might have to sit over here just because my phone's dying. And I just have to say one thing. If you think this is lame, if you think this and that, I don't care. I'm trying to enjoy my Tuesday or my Wednesday. I forgot what day it is. And I'm sick, so leave me alone. And yeah, all right. That's all I have to say. Hold on, let me get my things. Let me get my things. All right, so just keep scrolling and go somewhere else. It's plain simple. I feel like it's too bright. Hold on, let me. If you guys want to watch the whole interview yourselves, that's okay too. Go watch it. It's on the Camilla podcast. Anyways, hold on. I'm trying to like stand it up right. Okay.
I know what it's like to be a mom. I know what it's like to be a woman. You know, but like I've never been in your shoes, and I admire how strong you are. And I want like
people don't look at like Callie would be raised by a single mother. I would probably take me a long time to get in a new relationship. Like,
And that's okay, Danielle. That's okay. We don't want Callie to be in an abusive relationship like her parents are. When you have a kid, they see everything you do, and they're going to think that behavior is okay. Who cares if you're a single mother? You're doing what's best for you, and you're not the one that ruined the relationship. You know who's the one that ruined the relationship? Your boyfriend, the one that decided to cheat on you. All right? I wish I could speak to her.
like,
I want, but
why would I go through
even if
that?
you and Levon decided to separate 10, 20 years from now, that's still your business.
Right.
It's nobody else's business. All I'm saying is what is out there.
No, it is our business, because then don't be putting it out there. Plain and simple. You didn't want anyone to comment on your relationship? Well, too bad. He beat you up. He cheated on you. It's public information now. Guys, sorry, this thing is acting up.
You and Levon is up for interpretation, it's up for perception, and it's up to be judged. Unfortunately, anything that you say on camera or to the public, someone has a Snapchat and they catch Levon saying something, it is up for anybody's discretion, anybody's judgment. My love, you have nothing to explain. Your job is to be you, to be happy, to love yourself, and to love your daughter and your marriage, like,
but
or
it's
whatever
just
it
sad
is.
that I can't even like post a picture of us, a family picture, anything. It's
Turn
like
off the comments and keep it pushing.
But I
don't need
understand.
validation
I
from everybody.
100.
Cause she knows.
10% understand. People are gonna have stuff to say. It's not even like it's the people that dig deep and write these paragraphs and like.
Cause you deserve better.
Like off the wall things. It's like, first of all, everybody talks about how smart I am and like, oh, she knows a lot for her age, and like they just.
You're not
talk
smart.
about, like, my
In this
intelligence, and
situation,
it's
no.
like, if I wasn't, if I'm so intelligent,
You're not.
why would you think? Yeah, why would you think I would
Not in
be?
this
I would put
situation.
myself in a situation like this. Like, I believe that people deserve chances because things happen, mistakes are made, and as long as they're not repeatedly it might be a thing for a couple months. It might be a thing for a couple days. It might be a thing for as long as you can take it. But
For as long as you can take it, if somebody hits you the first time, leave. Somebody cheats on you the first time, leave. Don't be stupid.
if that
Bye.
person doesn't understand how much y'all mean to each other and how much y'all
That's
love each other
crazy,
enough to
bruh.
stop,
She's being the Lulu.
then that's when you leave.
No.
But it's up to you. It's
Right.
not up to nobody else.
I don't believe in leaving somebody after they, like, a lot of girls, you cheat on them one time, they're gone. I've never been that type of girl. Ever.
Because you don't love yourself.
Say that. Like, you don't need to say that to make yourself feel like any sort of justification.
Yo,
as to why
that's
you're
crazy.
You don't need to prove to nobody but
Guys,
yourself
I'm
and
still
Jesus Christ
sick.
why
Don't
you're with
attack
it.
me, all
I
right?
am not Jesus. I have no room to judge you.
No one's
And I want you to
judging,
know
girl.
It is not. I want you to be happy. I don't give a damn that you're with LeVon. I don't give a damn if you're with someone else. As long as you're happy and you're smiling. And when I see you on social media, you have a smile on your face.
That's what I be not like understand.
Camilla, she's going to end up dead.
See that? Like, I'm not like, help.
Blink twice if you need help.
That's
You're not,
crazy.
like, I understand.
It's just like really, it's like I feel like they just overdo it. Like a lot of things they just do, but this is just one thing they overdo.
It's because it hits home for you. It's the father of your kid. It hits home for you, and I think
It's never going to go away.
anything do with time, right? Like if you believe in your relationship, I'm stand 10 toes on it and keep pushing. Because because no matter what nobody says,
We
you're not
need a
gonna leave
reality TV show. Like, I feel like if people could step, and I'm more than happy to, and I know he would too. Like, if people would just take a look inside my life and see how we interact, see how we are with each other, the things we do for each other, the way
I
we
don't
think
care.
of each other. Like, it would just make people understand, like, it would make people understand, like, okay, I see people, people might hear things I did to him and question why he's with me.
I think it goes both ways.
It does. You know things I fucking done to him? I've done a lot of fucked up ass shit to him.
Hurt people,
But
you know what I mean?
He did the exact same thing I did. He let me see the fire was hot.
So you
realized
cheated
the
too?
shit I was doing.
You punched him in the
realized
face
how the shit
too?
It's still shit I do. I don't.
Have you guys ever considered therapy?
Yeah,
Like, I know. I'm not saying that's like I'm not
we do.
an insult.
We do. We've been seeing a therapist for probably like a couple months now, but not since we moved back to Florida. But
Revoked their license.
I think
We
that's
did
important.
numerous times.
If you truly believe in it, I think that's important. I think it's important to get an outside perspective. And honestly, Danielle, stop
crazy.
looking at the comments.
Sometimes it stops me from commenting back when I see, like, when I think about it, like, this person probably never had love. This person probably never experienced a relationship. Or
Have you ever read the book called It Ends With Us? It's a book by Colleen Hoover, and it.
Danielle, you've never experienced love. That's crazy to me. How can you... She's getting so defensive because she knows it's the truth. She knows it's the truth. Pobrecita, man. Prayers for Danielle. Prayers for her kid. It's an overall sad situation. This is embarrassing. And I love how she brought up, do you know the thing, It Ends With Us? Look, hear this part? Hi, Charlotte. Hi, everybody.
The book is written to where you learn to love an abusive relationship. Like, the book is written to where it's a woman and a man who are together, and she makes
I think
mistakes,
that's Danielle.
He makes mistakes. She grew up watching her mom be abused, and she couldn't believe she fell into the same pattern. And when she had a daughter, spoiler alert, she decided to end the cycle. That took years.
That's gonna be Danielle.
Like, it's not even about, like, ending it. It's like in her mind, she could have chosen to stuck it out with him because they were both hurt people. They were both very hurt people. They obviously, like, my point is, from the reader reading it, you learn the relationship and you love the man. You truly learn the ins and outs.
I just thought of, I went through so much shit with my mom. My mother has done unspeakable things to me. You know what people say? Even online. That's your mom. That's your mom. Why don't people say that's your man? So it's okay.
Like, so because you're not blood.
That's crazy.
So because he's
Even
not your blood, you
tied
have
with
to
a
put up
child.
with it.
Even tied with a child.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? People,
Like, your mom could do unspeakable things and you have to tolerate it or forgive it.
people
or get over it
always
because
say
it's your mom.
she should still respect her mother. She should still respect
No.
her. And people are gonna say, oh, because she gave birth to you. No, y'all say that about brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, cousins. Y'all do that. Y'all say that when it's family.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
It's okay.
It's not, though.
No, it's not.
It's
But I'm
not
saying
okay.
to them, when it's family, it's okay. You must, even when it's down to, bro, one of my closest friends' father molested her sister. And he still had custody of them. And the court knew about it. That's disgusting. And they still would go to his house. Like, and
why did they go to his house? They weren't forced to. That's a whole different other story, Danielle. That's crazy. And disgusting. I'm like trusting my intuition of where the thing is at. Oh my god. Hold on. Guys, I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh.
Because it's family.
why should they have to stay around
They
him after
don't.
what he's done? But
Because they choose
just 'cause I
to.
had a black guy once and he cheated on me means I should leave him forever and break up a family?
Yes.
Like,
This is Pod,
Yes.
the first fully immersive sleep system. Intelligent.
And Danielle, you're not breaking up a family. He's the one that's breaking up a family because of his dumbass actions. You don't let someone punch you. Oh my god, that's she's literally telling us live that she's in a DV relationship.
With an adaptive sleep
And she's just like, oh, I just want you to be happy. Like, what?
So you and your partner sleep just
I don't care about this damn ad. Oh my god, skip.
I'm not, like, that's so sad to even hear, though. Like, regardless of how you guys treat each other, that should never be up for public discretion. Like,
Look.
Family?
but that to me should have, like,
But
Look.
just because I had a black guy once and he cheated on me means I should leave him forever and break up a family?
but that to me should have, like, I'm not, like, that's so sad to even hear, though. Like, regardless of how you guys treat each other, that should never be up for public discretion. Like,
Are you stupid? It should never be up for public discretion. If someone's getting abused, guys, here's the thing. When someone's in a domestic violence relationship, they don't know. They don't know how to get out of it. And the fact that Danielle is coming on this podcast saying that, and she's like, well, that's not up for public discretion. Are you stupid? We're the only ones that can help her, that can save her, that can help her get out of the state of Delulu. So she's stupid. This was a horrible interviewer. I don't like her anymore. Like, I've seen her do other interviews. This is horrible. And the fact that she couldn't even get Danielle alone, I hate that man's in the room. That's probably why she's acting like that. Like, girl, bye. Something's going to happen to Danielle. And I'm telling y'all right now, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. And honestly, just prayers for Danielle, because this situation is all sad all around. Let me continue. Hold on.
if you're putting that out there, of course people are going to be like, oh my God, Danielle,
So
get the
that's
fuck
another
away
thing.
from him.
Is like
Exactly.
that's another thing. When everything was going on, I already knew, and I'll explain this to you in a second. But I had already knew about him in Alabama. I had just learned how deep it was over the phone while I'm in Florida and he's in LA at her house, in her bed. I'm finding out about this. He's not answering the phone. Finally, when we do talk, he's the type of person that just kind of like tries to get you when you get them. So it's like he was trying to hurt me because I was like, fuck you, I'm never going to speak to you again. And he told me he was going to take Callie. And I was going through a drug problem at the time. And I felt like he did
And now you're not,
that
so
to me.
get
He could
custody
use
of
that
your daughter
against
and
me.
leave.
So I posted the video to put it out there that, like, oh, maybe hopefully he can't take her with this being public. That was
so it was an act of defense.
my point. What my point was to even it out, to keep my daughter, not for
That's crazy.
the world to attack. Yes, I knew the world attacking him came with it. Yes, I knew that, but that wasn't what it was for.
And
on
attacking
my
you
part.
too.
So when people tell me, "Oh, well, you posted it and you did it," it's like
You knew that was going to happen, though.
I knew. Yes. but my intention.
That's what you're saying. You did it. It wasn't unwarranted. Like, oh, look what Levon did. It was. I'm scared to lose my daughter.
Yes.
Then you should have went to
said
court.
That. I said that. That was the next post.
I know, but it doesn't matter. Like, that situation was still really wrong.
Now
Exactly.
it's to the point where I don't even let people see us argue over a peanut. Like,
But you can't.
I will literally say, I save that shit for when we get in the car.
Internal.
Like,
you're mad at him right now. You wait till you leave the door and you go argue about it. I'm not saying please don't put your hands on each other. Come on, like none of it, please. Like that's just, I'm not condoning that. I'm not saying I condone that at all because that's.
I'll be real. I still smack Levon up sometimes because
please don't do that.
But I don't hurt him. I just show him what I'm capable of.
Do you feel
That's
his pain?
crazy.
What did you do?
I have hurt him before, and I did feel bad about it.
Danielle, maybe therapy. I'm praying.
She needs a new therapist.
I want you. All I care about is for y'all to be happy.
No, we're like way, way, way better. Like it's like not even, especially now.
What am I eating?
In Florida, like we don't have no friends out here really, so like we just
Noodles?
spend every day with each other. So we like spend every day with each
With
other, and we just
tapatio?
like find random things to do, and like I'm having fun. I don't know if he's having fun, but I'm having fun.
That's such a touchy subject, but yet again,
That's
it's only
crazy.
one that you can. It's for you. It's your story, and however that story may evolve or end for you, that's your story.
Like disclaimer, I promise you, I don't have Stockholm syndrome. Like there's no active abuse going. Like for there to be Stockholm syndrome, there would
You're
have to be
Delulu,
active
Danielle.
abuse,
It's
you know?
okay. We're gonna pray
Like,
for you.
But no one knows.
You can't get Stockholm syndrome from somebody punching you one time or cheating on you one time. You can't. That's not how that works.
Punching
Like,
you?
it has to be active. And I'm not. There's no gun being held to my head. Do you like?
Danielle. Would you ever let someone, let's say your daughter grows up, would you ever let someone punch your daughter? Would you ever let someone cheat on your daughter? No, I would hope not.
Do you know how many
Crazy.
DMs I get a day? From like.
Guys, I'm over
types
it.
of-
I'm over it. She's clearly Delulu. I'm going to pray for her. Bad baby, I freaking love you. That's why I wanted to react to this. It's really sad. Guys, Catherine Pais, my husband cheated with 20. What?
There's one simple salt.
Guys, Catherine
that
came
anyone
out
can
on
use
another
to fight off your
podcast.
pain almost overnight. Did you know that?
Daddy Gang, welcome back to another episode of Call Her Daddy. Today, I am sitting down with Catherine
What?
Pais. If you are a fan of the Ace family, then you already know exactly what we're about to get into. But for those of you who may not be as familiar with today's guest, I'm going to catch you up, okay? Catherine and her ex-husband, Austin McBroom, started the Ace Family YouTube channel in 2016. They were
just came out.
essentially the first family vloggers to ever do it.
Catherine, you're not
People are
even
so
a
obsessed with
victim
them to
either.
this day. They still have 18...
Actually, let me speak on this. Catherine, you're not a victim either, but this is shocking that you want to pretend like you're the victim. You and Austin are both scammers. You didn't believe Shayla when she came out talking about Landon. Make it make sense, girl, and you want people to feel bad for you, and then you were doing psychedelics or whatever you were, that drug that you were doing. Shame on you. Let's just watch it, though. I'm gonna watch it.
million subscribers, okay? So for years, everyone watched Catherine and Austin's relationship play out online. We watched them get engaged, have kids, move into new homes, and they documented every aspect of their lives on YouTube. Now,
God,
throughout the
hurry
relationship,
up.
there was a lot of controversy. There was financial turmoil, and there were tons and tons of cheating allegations. But to the public, they always put up a united front until they suddenly stopped posting and revealed that they were getting a divorce. For the past about 2 years, they have been basically not really addressing anything, and there are so many unanswered questions. How often was Austin actually cheating? Was Catherine aware the entire time? What was going on with their finances? And what is the truth behind the drug allegations? So, Daddy Gang, I'm excited to give Catherine the opportunity to speak on all of it today in long form for the first time. Let's get into it. What is up, Daddy Gang? It is your founding father, Alex Cooper.
I've never even seen this.
Catherine Pais, welcome to Call Her Daddy. Thank you. Okay, we've got a lot to talk about, obviously. You and your ex-husband, Austin McBroom, started the Ace family, which quickly became quite literally the biggest family YouTube channel ever to exist. And then suddenly you guys went dark. And I think everyone has a lot of questions.
She's only
which we're
doing
going
that
to get
because of
into.
her book. Anyways, guys, I'm done with the internet. I'll call you guys. I'll go live later. Go watch this. I'm gonna watch it right now, and then I'll give you guys my take on it. But Catherine, you're not the victim. Thank you guys for having my reaction. I'll talk to you guys later. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. All right, bye. Peace out.